Before we go, I want you to hear this toilet. That's actually not bad compared to what it has sounded like. It sounded like the punished woman is haunting me. It's 9 o'clock in the visitor center right there. This is the Dwight Eisenhower Presidential Library. Cute little street. I came down from the motel. Neat, tidy, slightly large houses. A lot of them painted with multiple colors, you know. The posts, one color, the gable trim, another color. Look at Winston Churchill in a smoking jacket amongst, looks like, officers of the Allied forces. Really?
Light, we growing confidence and growing strength in the air. Never in the field of human comfort was so much hope by so many. This is Trafalgar Square. The noise that you hear at the moment is the sound of the airway siren.
Italy invaded Greece and then Egypt. Uh-oh. Siege of Leningrad. Right there. That was Hitler pushing into Stalin's Soviet Union. There it is.
United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Pacific Theater. Midway. Half of South America just turned blue. That looks, I don't know what that is, maybe Papua New Guinea. Britain defeats Germans and Italians at Egypt. Guadalcanal, I didn't know where that was. goes blue a bit. Soviets defeat Germans in battle. Okay, pulling back that red. Let's see. That little blazing line should end up as the Iron Curtain, what's known as.
Under the command of General Eisenhower, Allied naval forces, supported by strong air forces, began landing Allied armies.
Still stuff happening over there.
We've seen a year marked on the whole by substantial progress toward victory. Even though the year ended
Battle of the Bulge.
when the Germans launched the ferocious counterattack.
Soviets reach Berlin. They're pushing eastward. Allies begin liberating concentration camps. Where's V-Day? Oh.
Was dropped from a military base.
Let us pray that peace be now restored to the world, and God will preserve it always. These proceedings are closed.
Oh my God. 10 million Soviet Union, 5 million Germany, 2 million Japan. $48 and $58 million. It says 80, so famine, disease, starvation. Well, that would be. It said 80 finally. These presidential libraries are no joke. I guess that's the table where the cabinet sat. Or maybe not. They all look military. Oh, look at that. It's motion censored.
Troops, 6,939 vessels.
There was a 20-minute video in the other place. I'm not doing it.
Leading the largest and hideous assault in history was General Dwight Eisenhower.
Allons enfants. There's Mamie. Is there China? What is this? Gotta get my glasses on. It doesn't say who made them. That rim looks like Noritake, which is Japanese, which would be weird. Security guard just caught me taking a goofy selfie with Ike and Mamie. Can you see Sputnik? The original video, long, 25 minute long, said that there was an explosion of science and technology after World War II and the race to space. I guess they got there by the time Kennedy was in office. Something about the 19th Amendment, which would be I'm not gonna say if I don't know. And Brown versus Board of Education. Gosh, these libraries are first class. I'm not reading and looking at every little thing. I am tired. Truly. Do you see Ike? What is that? Oh, that's his burial, which is here, which is right outside here. Oh, no, that's the Capitol Rotunda, lying in state. But he and Mamie and their kid are here, right outside this building. I'm sorry, I'm not doing all the videos. The grounds are pretty large. It's quite I think it's 22 acres, and there's just sort of a loop. I want to go into the actual library, not for any reason other than to see its design. Alright, so in this museum, this is a special exhibit. I see a lot of Soviet propaganda and a lot of information about D-Day and the atomic bombs. Yeah. I think, yeah, this exhibit is different. It is not permanent here. Look at the political cartoons. You know, politics used to be, you think it's harsh today. Politics used to be brutal. Have you ever read any of those campaign messaging from mid 1800s. I mean, they go hard. They're talking about your mama and stuff. I mean, there's actually significantly more. Well, they may have been speaking harshly about the less important things, while today we speak so civilly about more important things. So who knows? There's the Zarbamba. Do you know the Zarbamba? It's the world's largest. Okay. Little boy, fat man. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. There's the height of Mount Everest. Lisorn. Castle Bravo. U.S. Tested 19. There is Tsar-Bomba. That is Russia's bomb. Those are the ones that caused Japan to immediately surrender in World War II. Those. That's the largest one in the world. The Tsar-Bomba. The King Bomb. Oh, it's a bunker. Oh, look, there's Aunt Bee. One thing I learned was there are several Bills. Did you know that Buffalo Bill is Bill Cody and Wild Bill is Bill Hickok? And there's another Bill. There was another one. But Wild Bill and Buffalo Bill are two different people. So long, Abilene. Very sweet town. There's their president. There's the green dinosaur at the Sinclair station, or what used to be a Sinclair. Old Stone again. We're headed to what looked like a pretty impressive museum called the Flint Hills Discovery Center. We'll go through Junction City and then Manhattan. Get down from there, horse. Look how many lights there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, what else is there? The green was in the middle. Comstock. Bill Comstock. That was the one who, back there, what was the name? Oakley, Kansas, where Bill
Continue
Cody
for 3/4 of a mile.
and Bill Comstock were rival, or maybe friendly rival, buffalo hunters. And in Oakley, Bill Cody won a shoot with, or a hunt against Comstock, and he took the name Buffalo Bill. They both desperately wanted it. So Bill Hickok is Wild Bill. That's a totally different dude. But Bill Cody and Bill Comstock were vying for the moniker Buffalo Bill, and Cody won. Giddy up. Trails end in sand. Can you read that behind me? I was on my way to a military thrift and saw drop off laundry. We suds your duds. So that is perfect. That last thrift store was pretty great. Do you see the 4 legs right here? And the 2 banister looking pieces? Those unscrewed and they screw back together to make about a 6-foot tall stand. It's not electrical. It's either for a lamp, like a candle in a globe, or I don't know. It's just neat, and I think I'll top it off with a lome bowl, which is a bowl that you could put a arrangement on. So the table has a glass top, and it's made out of bent reeds. So it's got a nice little look. And you saw the painting, the sand painting of Trails End. I got a long crocheted bell pull with brass handles, a little cutout of a fish, the bowl, the old, the vintage Grand Canyon plate. Suds, not Suds, but the drop-off laundry is right across the street. I was navigating to this DAV, Veterans of Foreign Wars. It's a thrift store over here. So now I'm going to look at the rest of what's around Junction City, because the laundry, at least I won't be sitting guarding my laundry at a laundromat for the next hour and a half. It's going to be done. So I can look around, see what else there is to do in Junction City, and find some more thrift stores. This is thrift store number 2. That was the first one, and that was a really good score. So maybe the others are also good. Little change of plan. I looked up the thrift stores in the area. All 3 are, well, there's more than 3, but 3 of them.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Grand Avenue.
This little kitty cat. 3 of them are right across the street from the laundry. And one of them that looks interesting said Fort Riley Thrift. And that was 2 miles away. So I'm gonna knock that one out. I'm gonna go the 2 miles away, and then I'm basically coming back to the same spot and shopping 3 different stores across from the laundry. I have a feeling that this Fort Riley location is where I saw the Custer house. I'm not sure, but that would be great, because I was kind of interested. I know it's just going to be a reproduction setup, but Custer is an intriguing character, and I would like to see, I'd like to get an idea of what his home might have looked like. Maybe it's at Fort Riley. I'm not sure. It may not be. We're about to see. Okay, I had to U-turn out of there because that was the...
In a quarter mile, make a U-turn at Cheyenne Avenue.
I'm not allowed in there. that was like a base, and they had to get my license, and that's a no-go. That little thrift store at Fort Riley was a no-go. That was crazy. Anyway, some of you will know what that's like.
Make a U-turn at Cheyenne Avenue.
There is... This navigation's trying to put me back on the base.
In half a mile.
Well, there's a thrift store after all. We will check this out. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. Because once you get in there at the gate, there's nowhere to go. You got to go forward, and you got to speak to the soldier. And they take your license, you make a U-turn in a special lane, and then they give you your license back. And just now, when I tried to get back en route to go back to where I was, my phone wasn't working. So they might be looking into my phone, because they may have seen me filming them. That was just... So in Biloxi, there is a pass road It's a long road with lots of Goodwills. It's weird. It's just dotted with Goodwills and Waffle Houses. And if you're not careful, you will end up in that turnaround guard post at, I don't think this is open, Keesler Air Force Base. They'll turn you around too. I don't see, I mean, they have open signs that they're not even on. Let me get back to my laundromat. Fort Riley is not a historic fort. Fort Riley is a present day fort. That was exciting. I just saw a very interesting place. Looked kind of adventurous. This old cat sitting inside.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East 15th Street.
In a recliner at the front door. Look.
Turn right onto North Monroe Street.
Look right there.
Take the next right onto North Monroe Street.
Oh, she's still trying to take me somewhere else. We're not going somewhere else. We're going right up in here. Oh, it's over a river. Let's go meet this feller. I'm not going to block the mural. Hello. Hey, I just dropped some laundry off up in town and had time to kill. Looks like you got some stuff to look at. Well, I got a pheasant. He's a little rough for wear, but beats the one for $39.99 at Boot Hill. That was plastic. This is an old yard ornament. I like that better. And look at Piggy. We are going to wee all the way home. What's the thing? This little piggy going to market. Anyway, I'm not going to get it back out. But that was fruitful. We got a horsey, a pig, and a pheasant. We're practically assembling a Brahmins? Anyway, it's an old German fable where the animals stand on top of each other's backs. You've seen it. Be like a cow with a pig on the cow and a cat's on the pig and a hen's on the dog, or, you know, stacked up. Okay, navigation.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto US 40 Business East 6th
She may
Street.
go haywire. I can't help it. This is downtown Junction City. I want you to get a look at this courthouse.
In 500 feet, turn right onto North Franklin Street.
I assumed it was a courthouse. Erected 99.
Take the next right onto North Franklin Street.
All right, Junction City, did some shopping, went on to a military base accidentally, got our laundry done. I forget what else. But I have everything. I wrote some
In
postcards.
600 feet, turn left onto US 40 Business East 6th Street.
And I had plenty of time to use that feature.
At the light, turn left onto US 40 Business East 6th Street.
Please. I'm sorry about that. I have done a better job on this trip at keeping her out of your ear.
Continue.
We're Flint Hills Discovery Center, Manhattan, Kansas, next up. I wanted to look at you. must be Fort Riley. That's Fort Riley. Huh. Flint Hills Discovery Center. So what I was going to say was we are going to hit Manhattan and Topeka. And east of Topeka,
In a half mile, take exit 303 for Kansas 18 east toward Manhattan.
is Kansas City. But Kansas City is in Missouri. And I'm not wanting to dilute the Kansan experience. So we're wrapping this up after Topeka.
Take exit 303.
Which is this afternoon. And it will be Saturday. And I will be home tomorrow.
Turn left onto Kansas 8.
For Miss Barbara Johnson's celebration choir rehearsal at 3 o'clock with Miss C. Burnett Odom Abram? I don't know. She's an opera singer, a doctorate from Ohio. And yeah, so
Continue on Kansas 18.
Manhattan and Topeka, I think. Oh, and another little town where there is a creamery. I want to bring home some cheese. So we are on our last little bit here in Kansas. And I don't think I'm going to wander. I'm pretty familiar with the Ozarks and everything from here south. I don't know Kansas City, but oh well, another time. That is pretty, just doesn't show up well on the phone lens. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to do all the kind of stopping all the way home on the route home. This is Kansas. Of course, there was Tulsa and Bartlesville, Oklahoma, that got us warmed up. And my route has been clockwise around the whole state, basically, besides the very southeastern corner. And that can happen another time too. But we have some things coming up. Oh, and the Oz. We're finally gonna do the Museum of Oz.